So we know for a fact one of my most demanded series is the Goon series. Go check the numbers, go check recent comments. What better way to come back to the series than showcasing a character that has literally pissed off a ton of the fan base for his series? We're seeing monumental damage done to the psyche of the fan base of Jujutsu Kaisen due to the demon himself, Sukuna, an absolute smoke demon. We're going to talk about what he's done, why he's such a super gremlin, but before we get into that, smash the like button, run the likes up as much as you possibly can. The more likes and comments I get, the more my video gets into the algorithm, other people see it, and they subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, do so. We're on the road to 30K, and it'd be amazing if you join the ride. But without further ado, we haven't done a Goon series proper in a while, so let's get this out the way with Sukuna bullying his own versus fan base. Let's go. Now, first moment to talk about for the boy Sukuna isn't too lengthy, but it means a lot, and it low-key foreshadows what comes later. Now, the cockiest dude to exist in the series, Gojo, the man who thinks he can fade anybody, like no diff them. When he is asked, real shit, if you were to square up with full power Sukuna, how would it go? Would you win or lose? He was like, it's real difficult, you know? That won't be like an easy outcome if he's at full power. And so he goes, would you win? He says, yeah, I would win. But we had never seen anyone make Gojo hesitate when it came to the fate. Like, he had never said some shit like that. So for the cockiest dude to be like, yeah, that's a tough fade, you already knew it was a setup for him to get his shit rocked later on, but I digress. Let's get into the next moment. Next moment for Sukuna was when he popped out with just a fragment of a power for Itadori. Now, he was taking on a high-grade curse, which is supposed to be some legit shit, right? Sukuna styled on him. In fact, it was so bad that during the battle, he was beating his ass to the point, first of all, he wasn't even trying, and he's not nearly at full power. So that in alone just shows how crazy he goes in the paint. But when he's beating the shit out of him, at one point, the curse grabs his ankle. He's like, oh, like you think you're tough. Like you think you can pop up and try to run it back. Goes down and says, real shit. How much do you value your arm? And just rips the arm off. Just fucking delimbs him for talking shit. The shut the fuck up 3000 that is constantly delivered by Sukuna is immaculate work. And for most of the characters in the series, like this stupid ass curse, it's nasty business for them. This moment is absolutely a tragedy for Mahito fans. So if you don't know, at one point Itadori got attacked by Mahito and the soul was under attack. To the point that Mahito is saying, bring out the demon. Bring out Sukuna. Let me see this smoke that's supposed to be so crazy. Eventually, when he gets closer to Sukuna, Sukuna pops out and says, yo, know your place, you stupid bitch. Grabs Mahito by the head and tells him straight up, don't get it twisted. You run up on my shit, I'll fucking kill you. Like, don't even try to come up in here. Don't try to swap with him. None of that shit. You will get mauled. And the fact that this boy Sukuna bullied the shit out of Mahito like that, I'm sorry. Peak comedy. I thought it was hilarious. And it was one of the worst bullying moments in the series. He literally said, go away or I'll fucking kill you. This moment was one of the most disrespectful call-outs you could think of. So during a one-on-one with a cursed spirit, this spirit realized rather quickly, oh shit, I don't scale to Sukuna. Maybe I scaled all like 8 or 9 fingers, but after that, damn that, because as you know, Sukuna has 20 fingers. Sukuna says, okay, since you're a bit of a bitch, since I can't get you to just square up like normal, how about we fight at what you are best at? This man, Sukuna, literally pulled out flames, the specialty of what that cursed spirit did, and said, yeah, I'll just straight up run the ones on whatever you think you're the best at, because I have no respect for your hustle, which is mad disrespectful. In this same confrontation with the cursed spirit, Another shut the fuck up 3000 is delivered flawlessly by Sukuna. In the 1v1, matching up with the Flames, which is what this Cursed Spirit is best at, the boy Sukuna cooked him. Absolutely sent his bitch ass to the afterlife. And he even told him, look, you don't have that dog in you anymore. Ever since you ran into Gojo and Gojo kind of put the pause on you, you haven't been the same. You lost that drive, that hunger to just let it fly. Now you try to calculate things and try to be smart. That's not how you're supposed to roll. You're supposed to dominate. Absolutely fries him, both with the bars and quite literally fried him and sent his ass to the afterlife. Disrespectful moment here. Now, at one point, in a crazy display of how strong he is when he feels like getting down, Sukuna pulled up on Mahagora. Now, why is this impressive? Mahagora can adapt to any phenomenon, including infinities, when you give him time to do so. In the case of squaring up with Sukuna, Sukuna lit his ass up. In fact, it was compared to him having a domain expansion, which is theoretically supposed to have limits, but he's a limitless. He goes beyond limit. He is an artist that has perfected his craft. And he absolutely bullies Mahagora before even anything can be conceived to counter him. And in fact, it's so bad, that becomes his pet later on, and when he wants to pull up on other people for smoke, he simply unleashes one of his shooters, like this absolute monster. Moving on from that absolute body, we have Sukuna pulling just a straight up chain snatch on a spiritual level that's mad disrespectful. In an encounter with Megumi, realizing this character was saucy with it, he's like, ah shit, I could transfer to them and just really be the GOAT. In a conflict of souls, it turns out Sukuna ain't worried about the shit. Swaps bodies. Takes Fushiguro Megumi's soul. Shatters it. Makes a play. Now has a way better body. This is a legitimate spiritual chain snatch. I mean, it can't be more disrespectful than taking someone's body and saying, okay, this shit, you got some cool powers, you seem pretty strong. Let me go ahead and take your body as a vessel. Don't care about you, bitch. That is about as disrespectful as you can get, and Sukuna is a master of that. This next moment was hilarious because it's absolutely disrespectful what Sukuna did to this ability. So this ability was called a perfect sphere that was supposed to be used against him, right? What makes this sphere so crazy? Well, the sphere is essentially bending infinities inside of it. And this is supposed to take down Sukuna. Sukuna looks at it and goes, yo, that's trash. Let me go ahead and use a summoning. Pikachu, I choose you, bitch. Pulls out one of his summonings that slams the shit out of an infinite perfect sphere. He then looks at it and says, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure you think you were hot shit pulling up with that sphere. I need you to understand how sloppy it was, how trash it was. I didn't even respect it enough to run the ones myself. And he just leaves, fucks the game up, and just dips like a monster. This next moment leads into one of the most divisive fights we have seen in recent manga history. Despite not being at full sauce, despite not using everything in the cookbook, that boy Sukuna pulled up on Gojo, and Gojo was like, oh shit, it's Megumi. And he says, do you remember me? You've grown a little bit since the last time I saw you. And that's when Gojo realizes, oh shit, I'm running the runs with Sukuna. Oh well, let's try to get him the fuck out of here as soon as possible. And this set the standard for how it was going down. Now, during this fight with Gojo, fans were led to believe, a lot of the Gojo fans were like, yo, he's beating Sukuna's ass. He's saying Sukuna's really trying at certain points. It's gonna be Team Gojo for the win. Unfortunately, it is discovered and shown to us that the boy Sukuna was simply allowing himself to get hit so he could fully analyze and adapt to the infinity of Gojo that he did not fully understand yet. So he's literally trying to observe the shit and be like, yo, I want to perfectly understand the drip. I want to perfectly understand the sauce. I don't care if you hit me. Eventually, he understands the sauce, cuts bro in half, and says, hey, you weren't trash. I mean, you were pretty good. Like, you were solid. I'll remember you for sure. But, I told you before I was going to spin the fucking block on you. And what did I do? I came here and spun the fucking block on you, and I stole your drip. Top tier disrespect from Sukuna. Now, this next moment not only solidified how iconic of a goon Sukuna already is, but it further devastated the Gojo fans. You see, there was a point in which Gojo is reminiscing and basically saying, I tried my best. I went out there, I gave it all I had. He was acting weird during the fight, low-key held back. I eventually got cooked. Gojo is laying there, and he admits, hey, I'm glad I didn't go out on some weird shit. I'm glad I didn't go out on some lame shit. I went out to losing to someone that was just stronger than me. I ended up losing to someone I could rarely find. Someone that could put the paws on me. Keep in mind, this isn't full sauce Sukuna, and Gojo is conceding. He got ran down on by the GOAT, Viking's death. Shout out to Gojo for admitting that. He's so real for that, and I have to give him credit too. Anyways, guys, let me know your favorite Sukuna Goon moment up to this point in the comment section down below. Let me know which Goon needs to come to the channel next. Hit me up if you want to talk business. If you want to sponsor a Goon video or jobber video, you can definitely hit me up to talk business on Discord. But yeah, guys, this is me getting back into Goon series. I'll bring it back more on a regular basis, I promise. And I hope you guys liked and subscribed if you didn't already. Peace.